All right, folks, this should be going on. YouTube is tripping today. Today we're going to talk about Robert F. Smith, Billionaire, and Asian supremacy. Yes, Asian supremacy and how white supremacy is so 1990. Once again, it's Glendon Cameron, your hustling godfather here. And today we're going to get into some real stuff because there are some people out here who are misinformed. And we're going to bring them into the fold. So what I need to do while we're getting this stuff together, because YouTube is quite interesting. It's very interesting. So let's see what I need to do. I need to make sure that, all right, what I gotta do is, it should be below, but I'm gonna make sure. All right, there we go. Let me make sure before. Hopefully everyone is doing well this Sunday morning. Got my mod, this dude Bakes, appreciate you. We about to get into it. Okay, so if this below, get on the live streams. Yes, okay, it is below the video. If any course, 50% off, and if you spend $150 or more, you get lifetime membership to Disruptive Male Prep. We'll get into that a little later because we need to get into this good old-fashioned chit-chat. So let's see. Wait a minute. Don't tell me this. All right. I was like, don't tell me it's stuck. All right. So let's talk about Robert F. Smith. Now, Robert F. Smith is worth 4.4, let's just call it $5 billion. He is worth more money than Oprah. He is worth more money than Michael Jordan. He's worth more of the next few people behind him, and he's going to get richer. Now, why is this important? Why is this $5 billion so important, right? Well, on my other channel, someone brought up, what do you think about Black Wall Street? Here are my opinions of Black Wall Street. It was a great time in history for black Americans. You had black people engaging in commerce, doing what they needed to do, getting wealthy, and building economic legacies. Now, here's the thing. Robert F. Smith, the guy I was talking about, that $5 billion, by himself, he's worth more money than was circulated through Black Wall Street. Don't get it twisted. Black Wall Street was a huge economic accomplishment, but guess what? We got one dude who's black right now who makes more money than Black Wall Street. So why is that important? Well, see, Robert F. Smith is not authentically black. He didn't grow up in the hood. Very smart kid, good grades, went through the finest prep schools. He ain't the average street dude. Therefore, he's not authentically black like Jay-Z. See, Jay-Z, he sold those drugs, he flipped his stuff, he did this, he did that, and then he rose up to the ranks of being worth $500 million. Congratulations, Jay-Z. Congratulations. See, that's what black folks want to see. They want to see someone rise through the streets and do it their way. And if you don't do it that way, you're not authentically black. So your shit don't count. Byron Allen, he just bought the Weather Channel. Let me say that again. Byron Allen, he just bought the Weather Channel. Byron Allen, he just bought the Weather Channel. Don't count because he's not authentically black because he's married to a white woman with some biracial kids. He don't count. We need Jay-Z. We need more Jay-Z's. We need Jeezy. We need 21 Savage. We need Busta. We need those dudes to ascend to the level of billionaire. Here's the thing. Jay-Z may get there, but the rest of them ain't. Dr. Dre, Beats. Dr. Dre didn't grow up in the hood. He was a product of a middle income family, 2-parent family, mom, dad, Dr. Dre. Ice Cube, product of a 2-income mom, dad family. You see the trend here? You see the trend? Ice Cube is still married to the same woman he was married to a long time ago because he had great models on how to do that. Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, they pretend to be authentically hood, but they're not if you look at their origin DNA. They knew that they had to do that to get you Negroes to buy their stuff, because if they were like Byron Allen, who just bought the Weather Challenge, he a fruity dude. He's goofy. He's a little nerd. He's weird. That shit don't count. We need more Jay-Z's. So here's the thing, and my final opinion on Black Wall Street. It was a great accomplishment, but we currently have real living. They're alive. I mean, you cut them, they bleed. Living people who are doing better. But because they don't fit the narrative of being authentically black, aka from the hood, it don't count. Now, how fucking stupid is that? These are stupid human tricks that black people play. So that's one of the things. And, let me show you some stuff, because I am opening up everything. I am opening up everything. All right. That did not get me where I wanted to go. There we go. Here we go. Let's make sure we have that volume up. Now, I put this video up yesterday. This is a little, check it out. I'm dropping some serious jewels in this one. And this is the one where I'm addressing the Black Wall Street comment. Be sure to check out both of those, because if you haven't already, because we're getting ready to do some stuff that's going to be a little different. It's going to be a little edgy. I'm going to teach you guys how to not only get a bigger dick, I'm going to teach you guys how to get smarter. There is this notion in the racist, white supremacist sphere. It does exist. It's just white supremacy today is like an old dog with no teeth. And even when this old dog gets onto your leg, he just gumming your leg like, that's white supremacy. That shit's impotent. It's so 1990. But Asian supremacy, that's a whole nother ball game. Number one, there's more of them, which means there are more geniuses in their DNA pool, which means that they have more people to be creative and to build wealth, which means they have more money, aka coming to America with suitcases of cash and buying real estate, going to Canada, buying up property, suitcases of cash, Africa, suitcases of cash, South America, suitcases of cash, Dubai, suitcases of cash, the UK, suitcases of cash. These motherfuckers have an agenda. But because people are stuck on white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy, you are oblivious to what's really going on. That is just one of the craziest things that crosses my mind. Because right now, I mean, they are not even hiding this. They're not even pretending they don't have an agenda. And they just rolling with it. Hold on a second. I'm going to be right back. All right. Now, I showed this last time, but I did not give context. This camera that I bought, I got it from Amazon FBA, right? Well, you see that? You see that? Now that looks like, well, Glendon's holding up a box with Chinese writing on it. So what? It came from Amazon. Oops, I am not showing it to you. Oh, yes, I am. It came from Amazon FBA. Here's something that many of you don't seem to understand. If you're doing Amazon FBA right now, you need to get it. You need to get it to the point where you can make a few million. So when it ends, you can move that money into some other type of business. Because I'm making this prediction right now. Within 5 to 10 years, Amazon FBA will be taken over by Chinese FBA sellers. You're going to need $20,000 to $50,000 to get into the FBA game when this happens. So if you're doing FBA right now, you better get it. You better be running around like your hair is on fire. You need to stack your money. You need to live a decent lifestyle and save and save and save and save, because the FBA opportunity for the average person is slowly disappearing. It's going bye-bye. It's going bye-bye, because big money always takes little money. So you got the Chinese competing with you, and you got Amazon FBA itself competing with you. How long do you think you're going to win that game? Because a lot of you are spending all your money. You make like $300,000-$400,000, and you pull out $300,000-$400,000. You don't put that money back into building your business. It's going to come a day your sales are going to go down. You're going to try to fight it, and you're going to have higher cost of goods. And it's just going to be like, well, where my $300,000-$400,000 go to? Now I'm only making $50,000, and I'm working twice as hard, 3 times as hard. But see, you don't know how to do anything else. So you keep sucking that Amazon cock. It's dirty. It's got syphilis. It's got chlamydia. It's got gonorrhea. It's got herpes. It's got all this stuff, but you keep sucking on it because you don't know how to do any fucking thing else. Yeah, I said that because I've seen it all over the FBA sphere where people got fucked by the Amazon cock, and they keep splitting those cheeks. They even hold them open. Like, all right, Amazon, I'm holding them open for you because I can't leave you. I can't leave you because I don't have anything else. And this is why I fought so vigorously against people being stuck on Amazon and eBay. Because once you develop these skill sets, it is very hard for you to do something else. Even when eBay and Amazon are fucking you in the ass. You just got to take the cheek splitting because you don't know how to do anything else. And I hope I made a lot of you very mad with that statement and commentary, because I'm your hustling godfather. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not here to hook you up. I'm here to make you aware of what is really going on without the fluff and the bullshit that other people are telling you. It's going to happen. So understand it is coming. Now, I went off on the Hotep people because they're coming for me on this new channel quicker than they ever did before, and I know why. People are scared. They're scared of change. They're scared of a new paradigm. Anyone could have did the research and found out that Robert F. Smith by himself has earned and made more money than all of Black Wall Street. Then you add Oprah, then you add Michael Jordan, then you add Dr. Dre, then you add Jay-Z, then you add Puffy. And collectively, 10 black people have like 100 times more wealth than Black Wall Street. 10. See, 10. But you're stuck on Black Wall Street because it's a romantic notion that can't be challenged. It happened, it ended, and you're stuck. Like, you stuck on that girl that left you and she cheated on you with Jody, and you just can't get past it. But if only she would listen, if only she would see I was a good man, fuck her. You can do better. You really can. But see, you're scared to put yourself back out there. That's the real problem. So understand, this is what's going down. I got people who are kind of on offense. Some of them are not totally offensive. And then I got some black folks who have lost their damn minds because I am bringing you the real. So once again, for those of you who want to get 50% off of Hustlers Kung Fu Life Skills, any course, and get lifetime membership and Disruptive Male Prep. And I'm going to let you know, there's going to be probably 3 or 4 subscription models. Now, you're going to get the first subscription model free. Whatever I put in that, you're going to get all of that. And then I'm probably give you guys like a discount on tier 2 and tier 3 or 4. So that would be cool. Links below, the codes below. It works. People have been buying all weekend, so it clearly works. Whew, let me see. Because these stupid human tricks, man. Because you got to understand, right now we have black excellence in action, and it's being ignored because the people who are creating the excellence don't fit the authentically black narrative. And let me tell you something else. I'm about to really shake up the black power, the pro-black folks. That number of only like a few percent of black men marrying white women and a few percent of black women marrying white dudes, it is higher than it's ever been. It ain't like no fucking 10%. You can let that pipe dream go. We're in the age where the best dude gets the best girl. So if the best dude in high school is a brother and the best girl in high school is an Asian chick, those two are going to find their way to each other. See, and I'm about to really get into this. Hold on, I need to take a swig of this because I'm going to have to power up. Black women no longer own black men. There, I said it. One of the reasons that you get so much pushback for dating outside of the ethnic group is black women feel they have positional leadership over us. This is why when Sheila hooks you up with a friend who's a hobbit, you're like, well, we own you. So you're assigned to this hobbit and you're going to like this hobbit. Whereas you step out of that, you find yourself with a fairy, an Asian fairy, a white fairy. You're like, wait. I got a choice of this hobbit who's like 5'2", 400 pounds, or I got a choice of this Asian fairy who's like 115, 5, and whoa, look at her titties. I'm out. I'm leaving. Bye. And that's what's happening. Now, I will say that many black women have taken notice and they are getting their shit together. I'm actually going to show y'all something because this is becoming the norm. Let me go into this. Let's see. All right. Hold on. Let me get into it. I don't know why Facebook has made this so hard. All right. That did not work. Because you notice how you used to be able to just click in Messenger and get stuff to do what you wanted to do. Now it's this protracted ordeal. All right, so let's do that. And some of you are going to love this. Y'all just going to love this. All right. There we go. All right. This is the new black woman. Notice her. She is fit, she is trim, and she's extremely muscular. You ain't born with those thighs. You get those thighs doing squats. She's little, she's dainty, she's very feminine, she's very nice. This is the new black woman. This is what you're seeing because a lot of black women have realized I got to compete with Becky. I got to compete with that Asian chick. I got to compete with that the Latina. And I got to get my shit together. And that's what they're doing. The ones who are aware and the ones who are paying attention. You see, she tight. She's prepared herself to get the best man who may not be a brother. Let me say that again. The competition, the sexual marketplace, it is not about ethnic loyalty, which is what a lot of people have counted on, because you ever see this brother and he's with this person and he could clearly do better. The only thing keeping him with her is ethnic loyalty. That's it. And that's going bye-bye. That's going out the window. That's going away. People are not even buying into that anymore. So that's one of the things. Now, how do you get rich in America? Robert F. Smith is the richest black person in America, and he doesn't do entertainment. He doesn't do sports. He doesn't do hip hop. He got there through investing in tech. If you want to do some tech stuff, there's no barrier stopping you. You want to code? Code on. You want to build? Build on. There are no gatekeepers. There's no one stopping you. No one. And like there's Robert F. Smith, there's going to be more black billionaires, and it's not going to be sports. It's not going to be entertainment. Byron Allen, he's probably going to make the billionaire list probably in a few years. And that's entertainment, but they coming. They coming. So let's see what's going on in here. What's up? This dude Bakes, thank you again. Yeah, let's talk about this. A lot of y'all, I've given the mods specific instructions, and they're doing their job. So don't come to me if they delete your stuff because they're doing what I told them to do. I want to keep these chats congruent, on point, and of substance, information and chats about substance, not bullshit, not jokes. So if a mod deletes you, you did something wrong. Don't yell at the mod. Bring that shit to me, and I'm going to say I'm back in the mod. Because some of you are like, well, you got a crazy mod. That's like they're doing what I told them to do. And thank you, this dude Bakes. William Watts, what up, G? I completed the challenge last night, 2390. Give him a hands up. Give him a hands up. See, this challenge that was started on the 17th. So, Caddy, let's see. William Watts, make sure I get it straight. William Watts made $2,300, almost 20. Let's call it $2,400. 18th, 19th, 20th, 4 days. Now he can take that same energy, because one of the reasons I did this challenge is if you could see yourself hustling like that, then you could like, okay, I made $2,000 in a week. I can make $8 to $10 grand a month. It becomes real when you do it. See, one of the things I had, one of the problems I've had for a long, long time is I know my shit is awesome. I know my shit works, but I have so many motherfuckers who are not working the program because they ain't doing shit, but they sitting here absorbing knowledge, want me to give them some secret jewels, and I'm like, well, there ain't no secret. It's hard work, execution. No, Glendon. I mean, look, I like you, man, and everything, but man, you got it going on, and I know it ain't doing the shit you telling us to do. What's your secret? So essentially, the motherfucker has called me a liar, and then wants me to give him the golden keys for free. This is called a shaming tactic, and it's another product of a single mother home environment. Yes, you act like a girl. Wah, wah. Come on, Glendon. Wah. Give me the good stuff. Wah. I don't really want to work. Wah. I'm not a man. Wah. Wah, wah. Please, please. I'll suck your dick. Whoa. Hold. Delete. Stop acting like bitches. It's unmanly. All right, Logic Supreme. Shout out to the hustlers. Thank you, Raquel, for being a mod. Yeah, I mean, hey, they going to be on y'all. Y'all going to have to keep these chats and conversations of things of substance. My mods are doing their jobs. Logic reigns supreme. All black men who are billionaires. Good picks, Mr. Cameron. Yeah, because the thing is, Black Wall Street was a beautiful moment in black history, but we got people right now actively doing way more. But people are stuck on that because they don't want to do the work, because it's going to be hard. Cassandra, only sleepwalking people think that way. There's a lot of people sleepwalking, Cassandra. There's a lot. Archangel 3579. Cube tells you in the movie that he was the smartest and most businesslike of the crew. That's why he knew to write whatever one wanted. He knew how to draw the audience. Yes. Troy Glover, like Chris Rock said, black folks like keeping it real. Yeah, he kept it real with that divorce. Hey, Chris, how's Malik treating your ass now? Agent J. Poole, being from the hood is overrated. Robert Smith buys and sells biotech companies with venture capital. That's better than dope in the music hustle. Yes, it is. But it's not authentically black. To piggyback on what you said, the dope in the music hustle is authentically black. And because it's authentically black, it is an acceptable and laudable way to make money in the black community. Like, you mess around with some biotech stock and stuff like that. Ugh, you just goofy. You one of those smarty art Negroes. You couldn't get a sister. No, you ain't a real Negro. Nope. What's up, AKW Beats? Thanks for being a mod. Logic reigns supreme. Black people should focus on building and maintaining wealth, not bitching about non-black people. Exactly. Us for them. Good morning. I appreciate you. Well, welcome to the chat. Never seen you before, but welcome. Dre East Coast. If people don't do private label immediately, they're already behind. Pretty much. I mean, it's already bad, but what's about to happen, it's going to be sick. What's up, Honey Bunny? Thanks for being the mod. Hey, Kuna, my FBA is only making pennies. I'm thinking about pulling out and selling on Amazon for my basement instead. I'm telling y'all what's coming. I got these videos. No eBay, no Amazon. How to make more money. And they got a lot of hate. But now people are like, whoa, he was right. Logic Supreme. Most black people do not own property, and I see my black brothers tricking their money on women. Make it rain, make it rain, make it rain. That, the reason I don't go to strip clubs is to me, it's a poor allocation of resources. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to just throw money at this woman because she's pretty and she's sweating all over me and putting ass dust in my drink. When I can go out here and use a little game and get a sister or a white girl or an Asian girl who's just as fine to do all kinds of nasty tricks for me in my home with no money involved. Go to the strip club. Get some game. Go to game. Let's see. All right. Since the reality, all these white supremacists will start talking about IQ and stupid crap to do mental masturbation. Look at that. I like that. Y'all networking in the chat. That's a beautiful thing. What do you mean you having trouble getting on disrupted mail? It's up. It's fine. It is. There we go. Yeah, it's up. There's nothing wrong with there. Typically, I'm going to say something that's going to sound a little elitist, but a lot of y'all need to upgrade your fucking tech. You need to upgrade your computers. You need to upgrade your phones. Because typically when you're having issues, or I should say, if you're in a place like Starbucks and you're trying to get to disruptive mail, Starbucks is going to block, not Starbucks, but Chick-fil-A. They're going to block that. Chick-fil-A does not let anyone go to any salacious sites on their Wi-Fi. Joe Ray W. dropping gems on Sunday morning. I saw the writing on the wall when you put that box up a couple of days ago. Doing FBA is my Uber side hustle. I'm telling you, I'm trying to let y'all know what's coming. Akuna, they jealous as fuck, G. Pretty much. If it was a fifth, we all be drunk. Dang, Ben the bartender. Archangel G, currently in Dallas, Texas. 64% of my clients are Asian. Look at that. If Texas were half of my market directing funnel is paying on how our country, whites don't want to work with them. More money from me. I'm going to tell you what's happening with white folks in a minute after I go through all this. Okay. Pretty much. I ghost the herd. No contest. Logic reigns supreme. The best woman gets chosen, whether she's an Asian, white, or whatever. That's where we are. You as a brother don't have a lock on that black prom queen. If she can get the finest dude, the handsomest dude, the dude with the most money, he's a white dude, guess what? That's where she's going. And she should. Why is she going to settle for second base when she can get first choice? That don't make no sense. I don't do that. Wayne Johnson, black women have lost. I've met so many brothers marrying Philippines. Black women haven't lost just yet because there's a contingency of black women who are working out. They don't wear weave. They're about the natural hair care movement. They're shining in the natural beauty, and they're drawing men from all groups. So that group of black women is winning. The other group who don't want to do the work, who want to be like, 300 pounds, sit around and go to Florida on the weekends, they ain't winning. They're going to be like, meow. They're going to be the cat ladies. Meow. It's going to be Fluffy the cat up in there. Meow. Meow. And Fluffy the cat going to be getting fat as fuck too because she don't want to walk Fluffy the cat or let Fluffy the cat get exercise. Take her money, pimp. See, I figured y'all would like that. Figured y'all would like that. Let's see. Whoa, I jumped up here. Good Lord. All right, hold on. Preach. Okay. Archangel. I'm definitely not a sheep. Black women get mad because I tell them I want a good woman. I'm not loyal to the gene pool. Our genes are predominant anyway. I'm making us better. Logic reigns supreme. Robert F. Smith is worth more than Oprah, but they only want to show you a wealthy black woman like black women don't achieve wealth. You caught that. You saw that. Oprah's everywhere, but this man is like literally worth 2.5 times what Oprah's worth, but he's only shown in the tech circles. And part of that is the social narrative is to push black women because, like with Richard Sherman, you see him and his mom, you don't even know he has a father until I show people. People are like, Richard Sherman's father's still married to his mom, but the media portrays it as if he's a product of a single mother household that done well. Forget the fact that he had a father who's still on the job and is probably going to retire because he's been a garbage truck driver for 28 years, being a real man, holding down the house, send his son to Stanford, but you don't hear about him. You hear about the mom. This is a designed program, a narrative to create separation in the black community. And essentially it's like, well, if I can raise a football star and have him buy me a house, why do I need a black man? That's the narrative. It ain't true, but that's the narrative. Byron Allen bought the Weather Channel. That's why I said it. We got literally Robert F. Smith, Byron Allen, and let's say Dre. We got 3 dudes who all have more money than Black Wall Street ever had. 3. But we keep talking about Black Wall Street. Steve Jameson, we're in the international market for dating. My grandfather had a 5-mile radius to find someone. My passport gives me access to women all over the world. There you go. I took some of your advice to give a few weeks ago and sending out discounts to the subs. Open up my email. I made 10 sales this weekend and it's not over. All right, AKWB, awesome. That's right. Hit the like button if you like financial games. 89 Dr. Funk. I saw a wild stat that black people contribute 1.2 trillion to the economy. Yeah. Many poor households, black and white, spend 40% of their discretionary income on luxuries. Yeah. True story. So AKW Beats, y'all give him a hands up, give him the slow clap. Because see, we support people who take action here at Hustlers Kung Fu. Just sitting there and listening to these streams and not doing shit, you just mentally jacking off. You really are. That's right, Drea. Bruce Oxendine, new person, welcome. Bruce, success ain't easy. Man, I work for the Koch brothers and run my own business. I'm learning from the inside out and applying my hustle. Now, if you don't know who the Koch brothers are, these are the motherfuckers who single-handedly funded and created the Tea Party. It's rumored they spent $250 million. So he's getting a first grade education working with that company. I'm telling you. Me working with Rent-A-Crate, I learned so much that I still use today. This was 18 years ago. This was 18 years ago, and I'm still using those learning, the lessons, and it just builds upon itself. Because once you learn sales, you learn the sales process, it just builds and builds and builds. Thanks, Stefan, for the $5 super chat. Y'all can hit that super chat, or you can go below and super chat that to PayPal. Thanks for telling us like it is, Jack. Black community needs to stop rewarding itself for destructive behavior. Amen, amen, amen. Fred Edwards, I'm from Oakland, got scholarships to the best in high schools and colleges in the Bay. My white friends say I'm black, but I can never consider myself a normal black guy, and my first girlfriend was a bad Asian. All right, Fred, let me just hip it to you. You got a little cultural guilt. Let it go. And I'm going to tell you why, because this is some, I'm going to come back to this. AKW Beats, thanks for making all the good business advice and making it happen. We need. Thanks for this $5 super chat. Thanks, Conjure, for the $2 super chat. Yeah, everybody that started last Friday, not this Friday, but the Friday before, will be in Disruptive Mail. Let's see, not the 20th, but like the 17th. I know who you are. So yes, we're in the second week of this. Good Lord. All right, so I'm gonna go back to Fred. Fred, your story is very similar to mine. Let's just go like this. My grandmother was like my mother. She taught me to read. She kept the house. So I had a very normal and stable childhood until my grandmother died when I was age 11. So I got a lot of traditional upbringing from a conservative grandmother who was a no-nonsense type person who loved me dearly. And I was born in a neighborhood with a lot of working men who got up and went to work. So I had models everywhere. My grandfather, Amos McDaniel, all this kind of stuff. And I had a speech impediment. I'll mispronounce words and people are like, well, the correct word is, and I'm like, fuck your ass. You focused on that because you think that saying that's going to make you smarter than me. It really won't, because you can say some stuff, but I'm too busy doing shit. And I went to elementary school. For those of you who didn't know, I was in special ed for 6 years. First grade through the sixth grade, I used to go out to the trailers and flip over flashcards and learn how to speak words because I couldn't speak them. So I went through that. So that automatically made me the odd man outside because I don't have a country accent. When I tell people I'm from Alabama, it's like, oh, I heard that accent. It's like, no, you didn't. I never had one. I didn't have one growing up. I sounded so dissimilar from everyone that I was around. It was weird. And then also the fact that I love to read, that I used to actually copy words from the dictionary, that made me a weird brother. My first girlfriend was a white girl. Sisters didn't like me. Let me say that again. They didn't like me. So it went on, and then I had this moment where I was like, are you going to go where no one wants you, or are you going to go where you're wanted? And at that moment, because I was chasing this sister at Schofield Barracks, and she didn't want anything to do with me. And then I'm on the beach, Waikiki. I just went down there. I rented a room because I needed to get away from Schofield. I'm walking the beach, and there's this badass Asian. And she's like, hi, what are you doing? We just sitting there talking and everything. And, just bad, oh my God. When I was fucking her, I had this look like, I'm really in this. Oh my God. And I was like, I'm out. I'm out. Why am I going to fight with people who don't want me when there's a whole world of folks who do want me? Prime example. I tell white women, I tell Asian women, I read a book. Oh my God, that's exciting. Really, what's the book about? I tell sisters, so are you self-published or do you have a publishing deal? Yeah, seriously. So that's where you are, bro. Let the cultural guilt go. Enjoy your life. Do you have fun? All right, so let's go down here. Ganja. I'm getting people to lower their price on Craigslist as we speak by using the tactics I learned from influence persuasion. All right. Yeah, I am saying this too. Well, I'm not saying that. Well, if you're not like already in it, it could be. You probably got 5 years to get in there, and each year the barrier to getting in is going to get higher and higher. Wayne Johnson. Wayne Johnson's like, yeah, you speaking to the choir. Sister Reality, what do you think about Hispanic supremacy? Asian supremacy is this is what I see as the power structure. Asian supremacy, and I see another group of progressive black males that separate. O'Shea Duke Jackson. He talked about that because that's happening. There's a lot of black men that realize we some special motherfuckers, and we're starting to separate from the black community as large because of the hate, the bullshit, and all this other stuff. And that's going to be a separate power structure right there. I see white people. Then I see Hispanics, because Hispanics work hard, but Hispanics are not in tech. They can build houses. You see them. You just don't see that many Hispanics in tech. And where wealth and power is going to flow is tech. Now, if there's some Hispanics and stuff in tech that I don't know about, because I just don't see them. I don't see them in YouTube. I don't see them in FB. I don't see them in code. I just don't see them. I see Asians. I see Indians. Oh, Indians. Indians are going to be somewhere in there too. I'm not really sure, but number one is going to be, well, they kind of, call Indians Asians. They call them East Asians, but I call them Indians. They'll be somewhere in the mix, but predominant power culture is going to be Chinese. Chinese, that's going to be is coming. And that's going to be a game changer. That's what it's going to be. The predominant power culture, because one, Chinese have a military. They have a big ass military. So that's number one. Two, they're the manufacturing base of the world. And that's where it's going to be. So I don't really see Hispanics up in the mix. I see them and making it very well in America because they do stuff that we won't do. But I don't know. I got to say I don't know. Acuna, survival of the fittest. True. Most boys out of a single mother home do not do well in life, which is too many boys since the 80s, and divorce rate went rampant in America. Yep. 89 Dr. Fun. Of course, media is psychological, manipulate the people. That's why I don't really watch the news. The original Lady Pimp. I went to a Catholic school from kindergarten through the 9th grade. Maybe I'm not authentically black. Hell no, you're not authentically black. No, they will tell you. If you get around a bunch of black folks, and let's say you're around a bunch of people who have similar background to you, all y'all went to Catholic school, you're going to get along just fine. But if you have a ratio where there's like 10 black people in the room and 7 are authentically black that came from the hood experiences, they're going to shame you and talk shit about you because they feel that making it out of the hood is such a badge of honor. And in a way it is, in a way it's not. So, yeah. Who's David Stewart, Wayne Johnson? Erica Williams. Every time I hear black women losing, I just laugh. Everywhere ain't Mississippi. Black women in Austin marrying Asian whites and Mexicans. Brian Stevenson. We have a movement of separation. For example, black girl magic, black girls rock, black women rock the vote. Black men in the last elections voted almost identical to black women. There is a big separation there. Wayne Johnson, thank you. Never heard of this guy. Eric Williams. Plus, Texas Mexicans marry big white women and big black women. It's crazy. Okay. Oh yeah, Oprah's they're pushing the narrative for Oprah, even though Robert F. Smith has more money and will continue to make more money. Rob News. Appreciate the knowledge and break down this matrix or design program and financial business game. I've been mentally jacking off for a long time. That's funny. In Austin, let's see. Make sure. Good Lord. I hate when it jumps like that. All right, hold on. Let me go back. All right. Logic reigns supreme. Erica, Oprah should be praised, no doubt, but there's at least 5 black men who are billionaires who are overlooked. Like, oh, dude, I'm not taking away from Oprah, but seriously, the shit is blatant. Will Melvin, you're 100% right, Erica. I saw that in Texas. Troy Glover, so-called luxuries, escapism, nothing but liabilities, no assets. True. Erica Williams, like this. Thanks for the super chat. Asians work and build as a unit. Not necessarily. No. It's a cultural thing. I know someone who lived in China for 3 years and she broke it down. They don't they don't look at, in America, we're the individuals. Asians see themselves as a collective, and it's a cultural thing. It's really, really deep. I may do a video on that. Logic Supremes, true. Charlton, cable company rep confided to me that his company expedites and prioritizes new tech to poverty areas because the poor is more likely to buy full packages with all of the movie channels. All right, I'm not going to slam her, but you know the crazy one that comes after me, she's paying $200 a month for cable. This was like 6-7 years ago. $200 a month for cable. She didn't have a car. I'm gonna just let you do the math on that. Akuna, Asians work with people who don't make excuses or throw pity parties. True. Art Austin, money knows no race. Exactly. Fred Edwards, that's why your grandfather used to say, love the people who love you. It's true. Ben Barton, yeah, country, you don't say country at all except when you're country saying. This is something that I've kind of developed for YouTube, but when it just comes on when I'm around certain people. It's kind of weird. Logic reigns supreme. Asians build wealth investing and not getting caught in the political bullshit. Well, Asians know from the Jews. Because, see, Asians in this country weren't the flavor of the month. In the 70s, white men didn't marry Asian women. Asians were called, chinks, gooks, wet. There was very derogatory terms directed toward Asian people. And Asian people went to, the Jewish blueprint. We're going to become their doctors. We're going to become their lawyers. They may not like us, but they need us. So Asians did the same thing. And then they got heavily involved in tech. The matriculation of Asian people to being like, wow, they're really desirable. It ain't that old, like about 30 years. They did this in 30 years. The Jewish blueprint still works for anybody that employs it. Hello, get your economics up. Get your economics up. All right. Let's see. Honey Bunny, some of y'all are so focused on the race of cultures of others. Bottom line is focus on getting your personal economics together so you can start transcending and overcoming your challenges. Amen. That's what it's about. Archangel, our culture doesn't recognize real hustle entrepreneurship when they see it. All they know is school, good job. Well, that's part of the culture. You got black men who are splintering off. You got black women who are splintering off. And they're ignoring the authentic black narrative. You got a lot of black women who don't really fuck with them. They just don't. Eric Williams, in Austin, I can see black tech dudes everywhere. I was at a conference in Austin, Texas, and the group of them were super nice. Lots of Dale sales guys are black. Oh, yeah. This is where you got to go. You got to get into tech. And this is why, I think Hispanics are still going to be socially powerful, but a lot of them are not in tech. And that's going to be a problem. Asian dudes tech, Indian dudes tech, black dudes tech, white dudes tech. Tech's the future. You got to be part of that. Justin Henry, there are Chinatowns in Belize and all over Central America. I was there a few months ago, and they literally were buying up everything. Yeah, that's why I said they're everywhere. They're buying up property here. They're buying up property in Canada. They're buying up property in Africa. They're buying up property in South America. And they're buying up property in the UK. They're everywhere. That's why I believe that Chinese will be the power construct of a culture. They're halfway there. Meanwhile, the U.S. highways are degrading. Yep. We're not necessarily screwed. Now, when I say they're going to be the power base, everyone here is not going to be speaking Mandarin. It's not. What's going to happen is they're going to be a world leader, a world power. And essentially, will this change your life? If you're doing the right things, if you're getting in tech, you're building businesses, you'll know about it, but it's not going to impact your life. It will impact culture policy. It will impact the monetary fund. It'll do all that stuff. But you one-to-one as a person, it's not going to impact you at all if you're doing what you need to do. I'm just saying that if you're doing FBA, look out. Look out, because they coming for you. They coming for you. They're coming for you. They're coming for you. They're coming for you. They're coming for you. I have to keep saying that because people are like, oh, Amazon FBA is the best thing since sliced bread. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put all my money into it. I am. And then when Amazon is selling your product against you for a lower price and they have the buy box, you're like, what happened? Let's see. Whoa. All right. It just jumped. Hold on. Okay. All right. I'm back on topic. Douglas Jones, black girls hated me in high school as in loathed. Because you're probably smart and a little nerdy. That's all it takes. It ain't like you got to be a bad person. The Wild Jones Report. I know a woman who wanted to write a book. I encouraged her to publish the book herself as the internet makes it a viable option, but she was obsessed with getting a publishing deal. Oh, a lot of people are still like that. Wayne Johnson, I just looked him up. A lot of people, I'm telling you, everyone knows who Oprah is, but you don't know who Robert Johnson is. Robert F. Smith. He is a man that's probably, before he dies, going to be worth 10 to 15 billion. Oprah's kind of like stuck in a certain area. Sense of reality. I love how some of these hotep and hood black dudes keep talking about what's real black, but would love to give unbridled praise to Barack, but would look unbridled praise to black Barack Obama, raised by a white mother and raised by an Indonesian maid. Douglas Jones, Glendon, you're so right about the social narrative. I never knew about Richard Sherman. Thank you. Yeah, once again, black men and men in general, there's a war going on. You ain't shit, you ain't doing shit, and fuck you. There's a war going on, and you literally, as a black man, have to stand up and beat on your chest and say, I'm somebody and I'm doing the right thing. Because they're not trying to tell that story. Mr. Private Brain, that's different, man. I lived in Argentina for 6 years. Every black man should move out of the country for a few years without the military dally to change his perspective. I'm going to say even being in the military, you're going to change your perspective. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, Stefan. Jory, a Billionaire, a Houston rapper that was dragged through the trenches by the hip-hop community, switched it up. He invested in Silicon Valley Ventures Cap. Now he's wealthier than most rap. With that, Jory, Tyron, who was here Friday, who dropped some serious knowledge. Y'all should check out that video. We had a conversation. Now, Tyron is a millionaire. He's a self-made millionaire. And now he's out here talking to people, and he's finding out that he makes way more money than a lot of these people that you, if I mention their names, you would know them. You wouldn't even have to Google them. You would know them. And he's just like, rappers, they make like $30,000 a month. I was like, yeah. I was like, why do you think I'm such an asshole and so cocky? I know what these motherfuckers make. I could tell by their lifestyle. And he makes way more money than a lot of these famous people. I told him, I said, dude, you make more money than 99.9% of the people in Atlanta. Only folks making more money than you are the first tier athletes and the CEOs. They're the only ones making your kind of bread. I mean, when you really parse it down and get to the $1 million a year mark, in a city like Atlanta, there's only like literally 3, maybe 4,000 people making $1 million a year out of a city of 8 million. And some of them are just barely in there. They just made like $1 million. And then if you parse it up to where people are making $5 million a year or more, it's in the hundreds. It's in the hundreds. The hundreds of a city of 8 million people. Well, I'm gonna need some wine. Our cable bill is $200 a month before the seasonal sports package gets added. Not my doing. The sophisticated spry. Happy I don't go the door-to-door Verizon anymore. Cool. Douglas Jones. 3 of my black ex-lovers who were astonishingly beautiful when we were together put not less than 120 extra pounds after we broke up. One ate herself into an early grave. Wow, that's sad, man. Logic reigns supreme. I think this is my bad family. Wear bad clothes and dressed up. Oh, okay. People wearing nice clothes and they're fresh, but they don't have no money or education. I got it. Eric Williams, in my church, middle class church, Asians deep there. My friends, Egyptian married to Chinese businessman. Other 2 friends married Korean men, engineers, Austin. Like I said, the best woman's gonna get the best man. And culturally, that wall is not gone. It has been exploded. Because you got a lot of people like, only a small percentage of black men. I do social testing. I actually go up to people I don't know and it's like, hey, let me ask you a question. Who are you dating right now? How old are you? And they're like, last place I lived a few years ago, there was these 3 brothers walking home from school. They were high school. And I said, hey, let me ask you a question. And they all said Latina. Every last one of them. It's like, we don't fuck with black girls. It's like too argumentative, too high maintenance. This is information I'm gathering in the streets that support my general hypothesis. But a lot of people are like, oh, no. And they're going to wake up one day and then, their daughter's going to come home with an Asian dude with some Asian babies. And they're going to like, oh, shit, how did this happen? It's been happening the whole time. You just chose not to look at it because you didn't want to look at it. All right, Rob, get on that Jewish blueprint. You definitely got to get in tech. That is a mandatory thing. Erica Williams. Eugene Robinson book, Disintegration of Black America. 4 groups: Oprah's, mixed folks, and African business owners. Then middle group, working folks, and last project, working folks, not working folks. Rugged collar. I feel like pulling the trigger on all my lines of credit to purchase something large to get the ball going faster. I started with credit, not logical. I know most other races are soaring quick and large. I would really get a good game plan, and I would hold off on any major purchases unless you know for a fact you can get the cash flow. Because when I say that is, the stuff may be cheaper next year. It may be drastically cheaper next year. Mr. Pirate Brain, I'm buying backdrops for my YouTube channel. All the good ones I bought from China on eBay. Hello. Happiness, don't focus on who likes you, find your audience. I'm a black woman who loves nerdy men. Loves nerdy men. There's a lot of women who like nerdy men. There's a lot. So I agree with that. But Ben the bartender, you don't have to do much, but be not black enough, though. I'm grateful to not have the same mindset as most. All right. Been the bartender 400 so far on the $2,000 challenge. You still got 8 days, man. Get on it. Hustle up, hustle up. Justin Henry, there's a ton of fronting in Atlanta. What was that song? Ain't no future in the front. He wasn't talking about Atlanta because there's a lot of. I'm gonna give you a tip since I get through these comments. Jamar Moore, I'm a cable tech, and it's always people that can't afford it to get the highest packages. Health before wealth. That's why I mentioned it. That's why I got, the brother. I actually did a post right on Facebook. I don't have this because I screenshot it. I'll have to find where I put that screenshot. And I said, this is a good brother doing good things, and he actually liked the fucking post. It ain't like we're gonna sit down and have dinner or nothing like that. I ain't gonna even exaggerate like that. But the brother actually saw that I had posted his thing and tagged him, and he liked that shit. I was so excited. I was like, he know who I am. Well, for a minute he did. But he's a good brother. And he speaks a certain way. He's not, quote, authentically black, which is the problem. But he's a good brother. That's why he's on the thumbnail. I mean, because if we don't identify who's doing the right thing, who's doing good, who's doing it big, who will? I mean, everybody in tech knows who he is. Everybody on Wall Street knows who he is. I think he should be more mainstream than Oprah. That's just my opinion. So I'm going to do whatever I can to help the brother out. Nas actually did not. Billionaire is making more money. Nipsey Hussle is making more money. And then there was another one they got in the tech. Understand, a lot of these rappers, when they fall off, are in the $25,000 to $40,000 a month range when they fall off. You make money touring. I forgot his name, but he didn't do a label, and they make $40,000 a month touring. And it's a small company, but see, the thing is, they don't have a record company to pay back, so there's money they can put in their pockets. So, all right, let me tell you about Atlanta. All right, when I bought my last car, I paid cash for it. The dealer, I mean, seriously, he looked like, one of the, was that the freeze challenge, when he was just like, because he was going through his whole spiel and like, hey, if you're a member of a credit union, that's better finance option, blah, 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 blah. And I just let him go through with it. And then when he had reached the point where he had paused, I said, hey, if I pay cash, would you take $6,000 off? And this motherfucker was just like, did he say cash? And he was like, oh, okay, I could take 4 off. And then he told me, he said, 12 years of selling cars, he's only had 2 people pay cash, that type of cash for a vehicle. When I was looking for a vehicle, there was a lot of leases. There was a ton of leases here in Atlanta. But I went on a nationwide search because I wanted something special. Florida, a lot of people paid cash. LA, they paid cash. Texas, they paid cash for their luxury vehicles. So it was New Jersey, New York, but I didn't want a car from New York because, New York's, they rough on cars. But I came up with this template that just certain cities had people who were making enough money to actually buy these luxury cars and pay cash. And everyone else was fronting. It was interesting. It was very, very interesting. So let's go ahead. Y'all get these super chats up. I mean, I'm dropping some serious information. I'm mentioning people that y'all didn't even know existed. Like Robert F. Smith is big boy business. And he's going to get bigger. He's big boy business. And most of you never even heard who this brother is. That in itself is a travesty, not because you didn't know who he was, but because the media has been hiding him and not talking about him, because we don't want some big, tall, black-looking man having more power and clout than Oprah. I mean, they're floating that narrative of Oprah running for president. They ain't trying to fuck that up. Wayne, game plan buying investment properties, 2-family units renting out just the rooms. I did that for a little while. I'm going to tell you, it's very stressful. You may get called at 3 a.m. because someone got arrested. Oh, yeah. I mean, he froze. I actually froze him. Ganja, hearing what Nas paid in child support now only made me cry. He put himself in that situation. Don't know, Ben the bartender. That's the ticket. My next move is to pay cash for my next house. That's the next move. I'm not there yet. I could, but I would have to pull stuff from stuff, and that just would cost me too much money in the future. So I got to raise that money. Yeah, I put out that challenge November. So because it was a 3-year challenge to myself. It's like give myself 3 years to make $1 million a month. Same deal with YouTube. It's like, all right, I gave myself 2 years to make $50,000, and I was living on savings. And I just thought that was normal. But when I met this chick, she said, "You were living on savings?" I was like, "Yeah." For you got enough savings to live on for 2 years. Well, I say, I only spend $1,500 a month. I don't have a car. She was like, "Really?" She was definitely a smart cookie. Blooming late. I've been a subscriber for a while, but I'm white. However, I was raised by a minority community and get along with non-white people. Blooming. All right. I don't think I've stressed this enough, but go ahead and watch the breakup video, Angry Black People, because I don't say this. I don't care who you fucking are. I don't care if you white. I don't care if you blue. I don't care if you green. Your money still spends well. And I've said that before, and I don't like the use of the word nigger or nigger. I don't like that, and my mods know that, and that's why they're on there. Everybody's welcome here. What happened is because I am black, my audience switched because it was like, oh, here's a black dude on YouTube talking about business. Let me check him out. And that's why it looked, because there's a lot of white people who probably watch this channel who are afraid to comment. Trust me, the black folks in the comment section are quite friendly and lovely, and they would love to have your commentary. So, yeah, it's okay. It's just fine. So let me do something with that real quick. Get the super chats up if you haven't bought your courses. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Charles D. Truck driver, got my business rolling. Security card is $6,000. Thanks for the info. Awesome. I know Ben the bartender. Mr. Private Brain. Erica Winch, when you travel, you realize the U.S. is closed loop designed to keep you thinking one way. And you realize the world is not a dangerous place as they want us to think. Not at all. I would agree 100% with you, Mr. Private Brain. I would. Let me go back. Health before wealth. I agree with Glendon. He should have been more mainstream. Robert F. Smith gives men of color an identity that can be real major. More so than Obama. That's the thing I've been wondering, because I'm like, he was in Switzerland and he was just talking, and he's a low-key brother and everything. But this dude, if it really get mainstream, that this brother, not in hip-hop, not in tech, not in clothing, not in hip-hop, not in entertainment, not in tech and clothing, but this brother made $5 billion using his brain and investing. Oh, shit, maybe I can be an investor. You start having little black boys going like, oh, I can do that. I want to do that. Versus dribble, throw, or breathing on the mic. They don't want that narrative. Because here's the thing. There's something special about black people. And especially black men. When black men get in the sport, they dominate. You want to know why little kids are leaving football? It isn't because they're worried about concussions. They can't dominate. They can't win. They can't fucking compete. And my prediction is still coming true. I predicted like 3 years ago that most of the quarterbacks, if not all, in the NFL would be black. Cam Newton, Russell Wilson, Teddy Bridgewater. There's so many. Because it used to, like, seriously, 7-8 years ago, there was like a handful. Virtually every NFL team has a black quarterback or a black backup quarterback now in the mix. Probably, 32 teams, probably 18 to 20 out of them have that situation. And as it goes on, guess who's going to be the main deal? One of the reasons that they're fucking with Lamar Jackson, because he's like, I'm quarterback. They're trying to turn him into a wide receiver because they know it's like, we got too many. We got too many. We got to do something. We got to, like, he's kind of little, so let's see if we can turn him into a wide receiver. And I think Lamar Jackson is going to, like, I'm going to play quarterback. I'm not going to play at all. And I think he's going to end up somewhere because the draft is real soon. My husband who died last year was mixed, Hispanic and black. I think it was more real here. Awesome. Drea East, people need to wrap it up so they're not paying child support. I vehemently disagree with you. Women need to take personal responsibility and stop trying to ride that pussy for child support. You know, $400-500 a month. Okay, 15,000, 20,000, 30,000. That's obscene. That's not child support. That's fucking mother support. And this wrap it up movement is a way to blame men for the actions of women. Who's going to carry that child? The woman. Who's going to have to raise that child? The woman. Who's going to have to deal with all that stuff? The woman. But for some reason, it's like we got equal responsibility. I'll go in my situation. And if you're listening, remember, text me. Stop calling me with all these unknown numbers. You need to act like a fucking adult. We had an agreement. I would have loved to have been her father. She's going to be with me today, but see, the thing is, she's going to spend more time with me, and that was the problem. She was jealous because I had made decisions in my life that allowed me to have the time to raise a child without a job. We had, I had all kinds of stuff planned. We were going to go to the park. We were going to be in the swing. Oh, yeah, it would have been great. But see, she wouldn't have been able to do that because she still needed to work. So she was going to try to transfer wealth from me to her because she intentionally got pregnant. Like, once again, I'm very sensitive to the subject. So anything that looks like it's blaming men for the actions of a woman, I am pretty much going to come at you kind of hard. So don't ever say that shit again, Drea. All this wrap it up. No, she needs to protect herself. Wayne Johnson, they love promoting Tyler Perry, not hating on the brother, but the images they're putting out, man in a dress, man in a dress. But to Tyler's credit, he's kind of pulled back a lot from that. So Logic reigns supreme, thank you for the $5 super chat. There are black men winning, even black women know the truth, so they feel this sense of superiority. What's up, Ben the bartender? Appreciate it. $2 super chat. Hey, Kuna, my challenge is to add 2 rooms to my house in 5 years. I love the house and don't want to move. Wealth creation. Akuna, you're stuck. I'm going to just tell you something. If you, during this next recession, can find a bigger and better house, you keep that when you rent that out and you get you another house. Modifications of houses is extremely expensive. All right, let's see. We got all this love in here. Everlasting Will. I saw Robert F. Smith and clicked fast. Thought you were interviewing him. The emotions. I will try to reach out to him. I don't know if he's going to come on this channel because it's an image. So, I can understand that. Eric Williams. I know a white judge who's currently in Austin says black and Latino men don't marry. So we as a society need child support as alimony. I was at a table full of white people shocked. Well, see, this is how it works. If you know, in the 60s, there was no such thing as child support. This is relatively new. And the states get matching money for the more child support they collect, the more money they get from the feds. And part of it is, and what really makes that interesting, I'm going to read it again. I know a white judge who is currently in Austin says black and Latino men don't marry, so we as a society need child support as alimony. The largest segment of women having kids out here who are not married are white women. Let me say that again. The largest segment of women out here who are having kids who are not married are white women. You know why? Because there are more of them. And they don't even have that single mother shame conversation like what Ronald Reagan did to the black single mother. That conversation's gone because if they throw those stones, they start hitting their own family members. The largest group of women in the United States of America who are having children out of wedlock are white women. That's another reason they need that child support. See, y'all loving Robert Smith. See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, he's a good brother. He does a lot of things. He even has a tech school. Blooming, I agree. We had one child because it's all we can afford. Thank you, Drea, because we ain't gonna go with the blaming of men and just removing all responsibility from women, which is what a lot of people do with those statements. Ganja, it's expensive to have a child. My dreams to have 3 sons, so I need to hustle. Yes, you do. All right. All right. So, well, here we are at this part because I think I'm like way late. Yeah. Okay. Not too bad. All right. So, for those of you who want to be part of Disruptive Mail, this is what you do: go below, use the 50% off coupon. My dude, get a product or products that are $150 or more, and when I get ready to launch Disruptive Mail, you will become a lifetime member. You will get some serious value. So the code's below. I'm going to keep this going until I actually get it up. My goal is to launch it probably next Monday. Not this Monday coming up, but next Monday. And then I'll start adding people up. So with that. So go below, do that, hit that. And also, I want you guys to subscribe to Disruptive Mail. And I want you guys to check out this video, because it's going to jump into a lot of stuff I talked about here today. And I want you to check out this video. So be sure to do that today. And I will catch you guys later. I may do another video on Disruptive Mail today. Just depends on what the time happens. So I'll let you know. And also go below and get on the text notification list. That's how, when I get ready to drop one, I'll text everybody. And be sure to say yes to the confirmation email that you will get. Otherwise, you will not get notifications. All right. So with that, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Be sure to subscribe to Disruptive Mail. And I will see you guys later. Have a great Sunday. Thanks for sharing your Sunday with me. And good Lord, everything is just not where it's supposed to be. It's kind of crazy. All right. Oh, okay. All right. Whoa. Hold on a minute. I got to look at something here. This is kind of crazy. All right. All right. I see that. Millennial Mitch, thank you for the $5 super chat. So now I will see you guys later, because I realized I had to turn this off at this one.